Hello everyone, it's Jade from EggSeeds and I hope you enjoy my video. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make these cute little tea light holders made from cans. All you need to do that is something to stab a hole, so I've got this protractor, some scissors and an old can. I'm going to move these out of the way. What you do first is you just stab an initial hole in the top around where it starts to fold, like that. That allows you to slot in your scissors. You can use tin snips if you have those, but I actually find it easier with a pair of scissors. You have to be really careful because tin's very sharp, so make sure you don't slice your finger on the top of here. When you've got the top off, you then want to straighten out the top. The next thing you want to do is to clean your can. The best way to do that is to put some dish soap in, maybe some warm water, and swirl it round. Then you're not sticking your hand in the top of the cup and risking scratching yourself. Next, you want to cut down your can, and I like not to go all the way down to the bottom. I like to leave a little lip. If you go down all the way to the bottom, you get this effect. If you leave a lip, you get more of a dish like that. And I'm going to leave less than this one because this was a tall can, so it had space to do that. Then what you do is you just cut strips all the way around. Make sure they're a similar width. That gives the most consistent effect. Now what you can do, if you're doing this with younger kids, you can get them to wear gloves so they don't risk cutting themselves. But I find that in the next stage that makes it very difficult because it's quite fiddly. It's also nice if you can get a more colourful can, and then you get some nice colourful tea lights. Okay, now I'm going to switch to this other can that I've got because it's much nicer. What you do next is you pull these strips down all the way around so that they're flat, kind of like a flower effect. Then what you do is you can start anywhere in the circle. You just take your piece, fold it over like this, and pull it like that with your fingers. You can push it with your thumb as well, so that it's nice and tight, and make sure it goes underneath all the next pieces, and then you just squidge it and it makes a fold like that. So you fold it over and under all the other ones, push it a little bit, make sure it's tight all the way down to the bottom of the next slit, and squidge it. And then you just do that all the way around. While I'm doing it, I like to hold the bottom like this with these hands, and then I can easily twist it as I'm going around. When these flares start to come out, you have to be a bit more careful of your fingers though. Now when you get to the end piece, there's obviously no other one that you can tuck it over, so you just fold it down and try and kind of complete the pattern and fold it down to the level that you're happy with, and then squish it. Now what you do is you turn it over like this, and then you pick a strand and you fold it. You fold it outwards. You don't want to fold it straight across like this. You want to fold it so that it's pointing upwards, so you kind of get this kind of bend like this, and squidge it again, and it just keeps it in place. So fold it outwards, just like before, so it faces straight out from the centre. And you do this all the way around. Making sure as well that you pull it as tight as you can when you pull it outwards, so that you have as much length as possible. There you go, it's just like before, except you've got this first layer where they all point out a bit like a flower. Then what I like to do is You see where the original start point is? I like to go to the opposite side of the circle just because I think it makes it a little bit more strong. And then I fold it again like this so that it peeks out a nice amount from the first layer, and then you just do that all the way around again. Again, I'm just holding it like this and turning it as I go around like this. Makes it nice and smooth. When I've done this, what I like to do is I like to just fold it up a bit, and then it makes it less flat. It gives it a bit more dynamic shape. Next, you turn it over like this, and you see these things? You take them, this is where it gets a bit tricky, and you fold the end and you tuck it into itself, and then squish it in there, and then it just stops there from being any sharp edges. And it just firms it up in the back as well and supports it a little bit. So you tuck it in there like that. I'll show you again. Tuck it underneath that, and tuck it back in to itself like that, and squidge it just to secure it. And you just do that all the way around again. There you go, there's the back all nice and folded in, and there's the top. And there you have it, a nice little tea light holder. Now this is just a starting off point. You could try different methods of folding, or sometimes I cut every other strip to try and give like a gappy effect. Then it gives shadows. You can do all sorts of stuff, but this is the basic method. You can go and experiment with a bunch of other ideas. Just like to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial on how to make a little tea light holder. But you can also use them as little flowers if you like. It's all up to you.